Okay, so I got a word for somebody, okay? Now, I realize that I am a very animated person, okay? I'm going to do hand gestures. I'm going to do whatever I can to get my point across, okay? So I was just thinking, and I was like, well, obviously God gave this to me. And you know those the little toy cars that you pull back, and when you release it, it just takes off, right? And I was like, that's how I feel. I was just thinking, like, that's how I feel. And then it hit me, and it was like, well, that's what God does. Is it not? Sometimes we feel as though that we're getting held back. You know, we see everybody else prospering. We see everybody else, as far as me with like makeup, yes, everybody else is doing their thing. And mind you, I just started not even a year ago, okay? So we see all these people doing all of this, and we comparing ourselves and we're tripping. And God is like, hold on. I got you. You're right here. I'm just holding you back for a moment, because when I release you, it's going to be mighty. It's going to be powerful. There's so much that I'm going to do in your life when I release you. But not when you, when he chooses to take his hands off of that car and release you, and I mean, you're going to go far. But we have to be willing to wait. And that's the hardest part. The hardest part is the waiting season. It's watching everybody go past. It's like a turtle watching every rabbit run past them, run past, right? But we have to wait, and we have to trust, and we have to know that God got us, and that in due time, in due season, when he take his hands off of you and release you to that purpose that he has called you for that thing that you have been working on for the past 10 years, for the past 5 years, for the past year, for the past 2 weeks. When he releases you, when he takes his hands off of you and you move, I'm telling you, people ain't going to be able to recognize you. They're not going to be able to understand how you went from here, which you felt held back at, to being more successful than you ever thought you could be. Because God's plan is always greater than our own. God. If they didn't do anything for you, it did something for me. Because I'm like, okay, I'm pulling away. Release me, Lord. Release me in your timing. In your timing, Lord.